Hello guys, it's Chris from daxtrader.co.uk. Going to look at the DAX technical analysis outlook for the 26th of November 2014 and some of the other markets that I'm watching today as well. So this morning we've made a bit of a move already. We have tested up or broken through and made some new highs this morning, and we've taken out the R1 already. And so I think for today we're perhaps going to be looking to come and test the R1 again and even head up towards the R2, which is at 99.96. Extremely close to that psychological level of 10,000, which just seems to be really key at the moment. I know that there's a lot of bears out there that have been using 10,000 as a level to act as their stop loss, but also for bulls I think 10,000 is going to be quite key, because when they've been in since 9,300 or so, it's quite a decent area to go and take their profits. So it could well be some volatility if we do manage to get anywhere near that level today or tomorrow. So we have gapped open a little bit higher today and started to close off those gains pretty much straight away. And it was quite interesting because once we'd made this gap and started to correct it, this area here was quite supportive, and it turns out that that is the naked VPOC from yesterday. And this area here. And now the VWAP has actually just come through that, and is also going to act as an additional area of support, as we've had another little mini sell-off here, and we haven't managed to actually take that out. So just a couple of things to suggest that maybe we're going to build from here. I don't personally have any trades on at the moment to go long on this market, but because I'm still waiting for a much lower position, so hopefully a correction, a good few hundred points, so I can go and buy in from a better level for a longer term trade. So I haven't been publishing any of the sort of trades that are easy to follow, because their trades are just happening so fast, and we're kind of in and out within 10-15 minutes maximum. So I'm going to sit and watch this for a longer term perspective, but I think I might be doing a few quick trades today. I've got a buy signal on at the moment, and right now where it is at the moment is not a bad level to get in and buy for that particular sort of short-term trade. Looks like this VPOC and the VWAP looks like they're going to be pretty strong to break. So in terms of levels that we're looking at today, I think 10,000 would be a great goal or great target. We've got quite a lot of support. We've just talked about the VWAP and the VPOC from yesterday, but we've also got, if we break the VPOC, then I think the value area low from yesterday is going to be, again, very supportive. We had quite an area here where we weren't able to take it out yesterday, and underneath that you got this low volume pocket, so that seemed to reject any potential moves down, and I think it might also have the same effect today. And of course, if it does take it out, then we've got another area of support. So there's quite a lot of different support zones to break through if price is going to look to correct today. So perhaps today's not the day it happens. Maybe Friday's the day it happens. So it's quite an interesting day today. I think we've just continued to build on the progress over the last 4 days. We've had four bull days in a row. I've just deleted a couple of the previous lines because they're gone now. So we've still got this level here, just the 99 level, which was the high from September, and the 10,000 psychological level in there now. So we're going to be maybe trapped in this range for a day or two. Now, when we look at the SPX, we knew that they had pretty much a 10% correction or so not so long ago. I'm looking for the chart at the moment. Oh, there we go. It's over there. And they had their correction, same as when the DAX did, and it's just completely taken all of those losses back, and even broken this previous high, similar high to where the DAX was in September, and it's gone and taken another sort of 0.25% or so on the index. So again, this is another relentless market. Seems to be making a lot of gains at the moment, and whilst the DAX has been falling behind, it's beginning to catch up now quite aggressively. So there's a lot of momentum in this move. We haven't seen this kind of move. Well, I mean, I haven't gone back that far, to be fair, but on sort of quick glance, it's been quite a long time. I challenge you to go and find a time when it has happened recently. So where we've experienced that kind of there's one there, where we've experienced that kind of bull run after a prolonged bull run already. So you've kind of got this two double wave here. And I think we pulled a couple of lines up before just to sort of see maybe, like, if you look at the geometry of it, how far is this likely to go? And if we just move that line, you know, we could well be taking out the 10,000 level, maybe taking out 10,150. So it is quite an interesting market. It is a risk to go long at current levels. We are obviously massively overbought, and the reward to risk ratio is not great going long now. I would be looking to go long on a pullback. So that's kind of it for the DAX today. I'll draw up the report with some of the key levels in there, but good luck trading that. Take a look at the FTSE. We're still inside this range. It seems to be a good way of trading it, and just simply trading the bounces. So had you got in here, maybe taken it out as you got past the median line and maybe got back in again here, there's an opportunity to do this, but certainly another bullish market. You wonder how far it's going to be able to go, but it certainly looks like it's given up a pretty decent return at the moment for the bulls. I'm watching gold. We're trapped in this sort of quite large range at the moment. I think the 1177 is a key level, a trend defining level, you might say, and although not particularly long trend, but certainly if we stay above this 1177, then this current trend is still valid. So bullish above 1177, but I'd like to see a breakout above this upper limit at the moment, even the 1210 perhaps. If you want to be really conservative, you could just extend that out. So long above 1210, or long from sort of maybe 1180 below the 1185, using that as a bounce line. So I'm watching gold at the moment, but no real clear opportunity to get into a trade because we're just hovering around about the middle of this range. Oil is just, it's a great one to sell, but we're already at the bottom, and we've got the low here at sort of 73.20 or so. We're pretty much on it. You know, what kind of risk reward ratio are we going to have to use to get into a trade on this one? So I had a couple of goes at oil, made a couple of wins, a couple of losses, but nothing really significant. So at the moment, I'm probably more waiting for this to either clear the low and start to forge a new low, or wait for a corrective bounce here and wait for the OPEC meeting and see what happens. There's an opportunity to perhaps get long here temporarily, because I don't know whether that OPEC meeting might have any prolonged or sustained effect on the price of oil with the current oversupply. And the dollar yen, we are off the recent highs at the 119. There's been a Kuroda's come out and released a couple of interesting numbers, which has given the yen a little bit of kind of temporary strength. But we seem to be kind of creating this sort of wedge pattern formation here, perhaps expecting another bounce or another move at some point in the very near future. I would love it to get down to this kind of level so I can go long from here as a longer term swing trade, but you know, that's quite a lot of points. There's 300 odd pips, 400 odd pips that we're going to have to shed, and I doubt that's going to happen, certainly within the next week or two. Euro Swiss is the clear one that I'm watching at the moment. It seems to be, actually I didn't even spot that. It has made a little bit of a move to the downside today, and it's corrected itself, but it looks like we got down as low as about the 121, the 120.15 level. So we know it's been very well documented, this particular pair. The Swiss National Bank are going to be defending the 120 level, and price has stagnated over a number of weeks now. We've been trapped in a really, really quite tight range here. Not for the best part of the year, trapped in a 60-point range, a 60 pip range. And I mean, 60 pips can come and go, certainly on other markets, within an hour. But in this one, we've been trapped in a 60 pip range for the best part of 12 months. So this market is compressing quite specifically. In fact, you can see already it's been compressing for 2 years in a range of 130 pips. And you know, 130 pips, it's not uncommon to see that in a day in some other markets. So We have breached a 120 floor down here, and this was again quite significant move back up again to retain its floor, and there's been some defending around about this area. There's a lot of speculation to suggest we are going to receive another one of these, and if we do, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money because I'm sure their stops will just be taken out immediately. But certainly an opportunity from a risk reward perspective to go long from current levels and see what happens on this one. I'm still short on the euro dollar. Bit of a sort of a hairy moment up here. I predicted that we were going to have this sell-off, have a bit of consolidation, further move to the upside, get into the 50-61.8 fib zone, and then we can get an opportunity to be filled and short it. So everything's pretty much played out, but it almost stopped us out last night. 124.50 I think was going to be an obvious level to go short, but I decided to add another 15 pips onto that and go at 124.65. So I'm glad I did that because I think that extra 15 pips has given me enough of a buffer. So still in there on this one, still hanging on. We'll wait and see if this one turns out to be a good trade. And that's pretty much all I'm watching at the moment. So DAX is pretty much taking up most of my attention, but from a sort of a short-term scalping basis. No current long-term or longer-term swing trades I can see at the moment, and I'm not going to be shorting the DAX anytime soon. So there you have it. So I'll leave it there for now, and good luck trading for the rest of the day, and I'll be back later on for another video.